I am Oscar.
And so am I.
God damn right! Hello everybody, I am Oscar.
Are you?
One more. One more time, right? Hello everybody, I am Oscar.
You've said like 5 times.
Hello everybody, I am Oscar.
And I'm James.
And we are going to be reviewing the 2014 Godzilla movie, which we saw last week at the time of recording this, and so we've had time to think about it. Now this film stars Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Elizabeth Olsen, Ken Watanabe, Sally Hawkins, and Bryan Cranston and Godzilla. And is directed by Gareth Edwards, whose previous film was Monsters, which was an extremely independent film, which I personally hated. My thoughts going into the film weren't really huge. I wasn't really looking forward to the film. It looked cool.
I've obviously seen more than you. I've seen the original. I've seen, I want to say 80% of them. Like okay. I've seen the 90s ones and stuff like that. And the fact that they were going with a dark tone, like the original.
Yeah. That
was like certainly a plus. Like they weren't going for the all monsters attack. Like the meme.
I'm not cutting that out.
Like, it was nice that they were going the dark route, and the fact that it had Bryan Cranston, Ken Watanabe, rather, and
really.
Yeah. Racist. And
Frank Darabont's.
Is it Aaron Johnson?
Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
Aaron Taylor-Johnson. Yeah, they had like a big name cap, big-ish name cap. The fact that the guy who directed Monsters didn't really give me much hope because I did not like Monsters. No. It was really. I know it was low budget, but it was boring.
And what were your overall thoughts on Godzilla? Now you have had time to think about it a bit more.
It's so good. I loved it. It started off slow, and I was getting quite annoyed with it near the end.
Okay.
Because I was like, you've had the plot, you've had your time to develop your character, but then like the second half, so much fan service. I don't care. Everything from like things that you don't expect to be in there, and then things that you do expect from a Godzilla movie. Yeah. It's just, I just thought it was amazing. Like the destruction of the city. Yeah. At the end of the movie, like it's Man of Steel level of wasted. Yeah, but I loved it. I really did. It was so respectful to the original.
I liked the film. I actually really did like it. This was actually a surprise to me. This was not. First of all, this is probably Bryan Cranston's best acting role ever. This is his best role, I think. Movie role, definitely. Because he actually has a character this time. He's not like in Argo or Drive, which is just a guy. He's good at being the guy. He's just a guy. But in this one, he actually has a character. He makes you on the brink of tears in the first 10-20 minutes. Aaron Taylor-Johnson is not as bad as everyone is saying. I saw one review where someone compared him to Kristen Stewart levels of acting.
We all knew he was good as Anakin.
That makes no sense at all.
I was joking about the wrong name.
I know you are, but no one's finding this funny. Anyway.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, I think just overall the acting was really good. The effects.
It felt like a disaster movie.
Yeah, but not deep impact bad.
There was like no humour throughout most of it.
Actually, no, there wasn't really much lifey stuff.
When it got into like the series, like into the second act, there was no humour.
Godzilla looked like Godzilla. He looked like just a and I'm not a fanboy of Godzilla like you. But that one shot where we first see Godzilla, where we see the foot and then it pans up, and then that roar. That's me, who's not a Godzilla fanboy, is like, that's awesome. I think Gareth Edwards has redeemed himself from Monsters, directing-wise, because this film was directed really well. The film looked really good. There was, the one shot that is in the trailer through the vision of Aaron Taylor-Johnson where he's dropping down. That was just That was breathtaking, just to see the scope of Godzilla just from our eyes.
And then you see them fighting in the wasteland.
Yeah, the soundtrack by Alexandre Desplat was really good. It was really haunting and eerie. And that's the guy who did the last few Harry Potter films, the score for that. So it's like, you know, it's very eerie and very atmospheric, and just, it fits well to the film. I will say there are a few conveniences in the film, like, that little boy is lost from his parents. Looks like Aaron Taylor-Johnson has to stick with him. The army is walking past him. It looks like he has to march in with them. But overall, I actually did like the film, and it was it wasn't only a fun film, but it was a dramatic film at that. Because, I mean, with Captain America and Amazing Spider-Man, those were fun films.
Yeah. 9 thumbs up. Thumbs up, definitely. Double thumbs up, triple thumbs up.
James gives it a thumbs up. I give it a thumbs up too. It's up there for me for favourites of the year.
Honestly, it's one of the best Godzilla films.
So now we're going to be talking about spoilers, wherever it is. The little text thingy where I'm going to be putting it. I don't know where it is.
There. It has to be there.
I will try my best.
It has to be there.
I will try my best.
There, in between.
I'll try my best. So if you haven't seen Godzilla, get out. Get out. Bryan Cranston's dead.
Oh my god, the atomic breath.
The creature that Godzilla faced off was a Mothra lookalike.
No.
Yes.
It was a flying monster, that's it.
Mothra.
Mothra is nothing like that. Have you seen Mothra?
I don't care. You put me in the eye!
Don't disrespect Mothra. Muto's a completely new creature. It's supposed to, I suppose it is a cross between Mothra and a space type of...
It's a flying creature! Who else is it going to be?
Rodan.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's basically a spacey flying thing. But I thought they were quite good. I think there was 2 of them as well.
Yeah,
It's like, it's I mean, the main story, from their point of view, is they're just trying to get...
They're just trying to
have babies.
And Godzilla's like, no!
And then this guy's cock blocking him. And all these little, tiny things everywhere kill the babies.
It's like, God damn it!
Oh, it's the fan service in the film.
Okay. I'm not a fanboy, so I don't know.
No, the fan said, like, the atomic breath. There's the King of the Monsters part at the end, which made me giddy as a schoolboy. What I did like about the film, what I really liked, is the fact that we saw Godzilla tired.
Oh yeah.
And, like, every now and then you saw him just slump over. It's like, wow, he's actually he's a thing. He's
a thing. He's actually an animal, like giant.
I mean, when the massive building falls, I was like, oh god, no. And then you see him look into Aaron Johnson. I just wanted Aaron Johnson to put his hand on him and just go, it'll be okay, bro. Did you have a feeling they would kill him off?
No.
No, they didn't.
No.
Just when he's laying there silent and he's like, they're like, he's dead. And then he goes, no, I was sleeping.
It's like no. They're gonna make a franchise out of this.
Honestly,
they're gonna make loads of.
I
things
do not give the slightest of I do not care in the slightest. I want all the Godzilla.
Oh right, so you don't care if they do right? Okay.
No, they could make 70 movies. I would watch them all. It's like the Paranormal Activity movies.
You don't care. You're just gonna watch them.
Care. I don't necessarily think they're good movies. I'll watch them.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston dies,
Oh,
and that was the one thing I was like. Well, before he dies, his wife dies.
That was honestly quite a...
That's the scene I was on about that made me be like, oh.
It was quite gruel, yeah, when
she dies right in front of him, like she's right there, and she's like, like and all then, Spock and
then
Kirk
young
from Into Darkness.
Yeah.
I honestly think of Bryan Cranston. If it wasn't Bryan Cranston, I don't think this film would have been as emotional as it was.
I don't know, because I honestly, when Godzilla was getting the ever-loving hell beaten out of him, I actually felt quite sorry. I was thinking,
yeah, but you're like Godzilla fanboy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, honestly, if Bryan Cranston wasn't there, I don't think I would have been as emotionally attached to it, because he's just such a great actor. And he wasn't even alive to see Godzilla. He died because freaking...
The Muto woke up. I wasn't that, I was surprised that he died. I wasn't really, upset that he died. I was more surprised.
I was upset, but I wasn't surprised.
I thought they would have killed Ken Watanabe off.
Yeah.
Rather than Bryan Cranston. He was really good. I mean,
I mean,
when they go back to the old house and he sees the happy birthday dad, that was like, oh.
What I was on about, some really cool shots was the scene where the toxic like gas thing was flying down the thing and Cranston had to close it.
Yeah.
That was almost like, close it. The way it was shot was just like, close it!
But I did like how Muto basically ate bombs.
Yeah.
It's just like, that was delicious. I love me some nuke in the morning.
Yeah, but it was like, the way that they made it, like, the fight scene was just, I was annoyed at the fact that the lack of the fight scene. I didn't think I would be saying this. I'm usually like, no, don't do monster versus monster, give me more story.
It's a Godzilla.
But it's like, you're teasing us too much here.
But that was one freaking hell of a payoff.
That was probably the most like amazing action thing since when Hulk just went punch. It's like when he just got flying thing in his mouth.
He got female Muto and just
just held his head.
As soon as this tail started going blue, I was sat next to Carl. Yeah. I was elbowing him, going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!"
That's why I'm glad I wasn't sat next to you
through this. And he did it, and I never do this. I never do this. I was like, yes.
The moment where I was on about where he did just blow like fire through Muto's mouth. That moment, that was like one of the rare moments which I wanted to just go, eh!
And then just the roar into the sky.
Anytime Godzilla roared, it was just like that. You know.
I also like how he's just a creature, like
an animal. He's just a giant animal.
They've got boats monitoring him.
Yeah.
It's not like in the Roland Emmerich one where he can disappear into the water.
I can understand where some people might not like it, but it's
also the connection to the 50s one where
that was really cool.
Where he showed up.
Yeah.
And then the nukes that they had for World War II.
Yeah.
Was it World War II? It was like Nagasaki.
One of the two, yeah.
Like the nukes that they were testing between, I can't remember which, I think it was Russia and America.
Maybe, yeah.
They were just, that was a lie. It was the nukes were trying to kill him.
Yeah. And
then within the first few minutes, established that nukes can't kill him.
We haven't really talked about it, but what were your thoughts on Elizabeth Olsen?
If she wasn't in the movie, I wouldn't have noticed.
I think it's just the fact that I like Elizabeth Olsen.
I think she was just a plot point. That's all she was.
I think it's just the fact that I like Elizabeth Olsen, which is why I was happy to see her
honestly,
in the film. So.
I would have been happier with he's a single guy in the army and he's looking out for his dad. If it was Bryan Cranston, because it's at the end where he hugs her, I was just like, it's typical.
Well, yeah, it was typical when Godzilla got up and it was like, well, yeah, he's not going to die.
And then he walked away. The end. I think the ending is where it sort of shifted from the old Godzillas to the kid Godzillas.
Yeah.
Like, it just wanted to be the King of Monsters. That made me so happy.
It was like,
Saviour of our city. I was like,
Do you know, I would not have been surprised if this is what would have happened in the Godzilla. Godzilla turned around, saluted, and then
he just...
yeah, I would be like, of course they
or
did
he
that.
winks.
Yeah.
And he smiles and a little ding. I would have jumped out with joy.
What the
Yes. But honestly, it's probably one of the first films I've seen in a long time that's made me genuinely happy. Like, I've walked out of that.
What would you say has been the last time you were like that with a film?
Well, I've walked out of a film thinking, good God, I feel so happy right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while.
It was Dark Knight Rises for me. But
yeah, it's basically, when
yes.
broke the bat and you were like, I was like that during the Atomic Bradshaw. I was just like, have they actually got it? It's like, one of the true films where I've fanboyed out.
Yeah, which is cool.
And I'm definitely buying it when it comes out.
So guys, thanks for watching. That is our lengthy review. It might not be too lengthy by the time I trim it down. But that's our review of the 2014 Godzilla movie. We both really liked it. Thanks guys for watching, and we shall see you later, and goodbye. We always start. What did you do?
I'm waiting for you.
Hello everybody, I am Oscar.
But you sounded so professional, I didn't want to
and we are going.
It's not funny.
I need to open the window.
It's not funny.
Why are you laughing?
You're the one who's laughing.
Because I'm messing up my
You're the one who's forgetting how to speak.
And we are going to be reviewing the... What are you laughing at?
You just like do all that and just